When did you realize your friends were actually fake friends? When they stopped contacting me when I stopped drinking. When you stopped going to the bar, you no longer exist to those who live that life. It messed with my head for a while, but I get it now. Your like and subscription will really help my channel. When I went through a divorce and was down to $700, most difficult period, and weeded out all those who friended me for my generosity and because I was well settled, started over and have like 2 true good friends. 2 real friends is better than 100 fake friends. Hope you're doing well. When I realized I was the one always initiating calls and conversations, when I stopped writing first and finding topics for conversation, friends disappeared. Finding out they have an inner circle group chat, but I'm the only one not in it. This is the worst feeling. When I was in my mid-20s, I worked a job where 4 of us had the same position. The 4 of us did everything together. Then I made a mistake and I apologized for it, but one of them just could not seem to forgive me. I remember how shitty it was to discover that they had a whole group chat that I wasn't included in and had done all these social things without me. When my phone got stolen and I lost their phone numbers, mine stayed the same, but no one bothered to write to me first. We just never spoke again. Oh no, I think I might have fake relatives. When I traded in my truck for a smaller, more eco-friendly vehicle, communication plummeted now that I can't haul furniture around, assist with moving as much, dispose of garbage, etc. Some people just use you for the stuff you have, and that is the worst type of people ever. I was invited to the bachelorette party for one of the friends in this group. While at the party, I figured out that I was the only person not invited to the wedding. I had been invited to the party because they needed another person to chip in for expenses. One friend stopped replying to my texts right after we graduated from college, like the same week we graduated. So, I was pretty much just a study buddy that they kept close to keep me helping them. Same thing happened to me. Was friends with so many people during college, and the last 3 weeks of internship after college, not one of them spoke to me or would even answer me if I said something to them. Became clear that I was only valuable to them when I was helping them. Class awards had me down as most willing to help classmates. Whenever we were supposed to hang out, something came up, and that something was hanging out with other mutual friends. Yes, my best friend in high school used to do this to me all the time. On Wednesday, I'd ask if she wanted to see a movie Friday night. She'd always say maybe if I can get out of doing whatever with my parents. Come Monday, I'd hear her talking about how great the movie was. Apparently, last minute, her parents said she didn't have to go, and miraculously a group of people called right then and asked her to see the same movie. A lot of so-called friends aren't real friends. They're more like acquaintances, people you know and are civil with, but the most disgusting type are those who communicate with you solely to benefit from it. It can be financially, it can be emotionally, it can just be because he or she thrives on your failures. Harsh but true. My wife and I separated, and she got the majority of our friends. Almost nobody checked in on me to see how I was doing. Then we decided to work it out and stay together, and now there's a whole list of people's birthdays I don't have to remember. The group made plans to meet and hang out. I was getting ready in the salon. A couple of friends had to back out for some reason. The other friend then made excuses of his own. I tried cajoling him and offer ways for him to go, but he basically decided to cancel the entire group meetup. It was my birthday. When I broke up with my long-term boyfriend, the guy I thought had been my best friend of 3 years gave me 2 weeks before saying, "Is it my turn yet?" He wasn't friends with me, he was just waiting for the moment. When I was babysitting her kids, things were going great. We would hang out all the time, have movie nights and just talk and chill, but the second she no longer needed a babysitter was the second I got kicked to the curb. No explanation, not even a text back. Some people will act like your best friend until they no longer need you. When you try to open up and try to share a genuine conversation about something going on in your life, and all they can do is crack jokes and try to get you to go out drinking with them, not paying attention to your problems, made me realize how surface level many friendships really are. I wouldn't say I have fake friends, but I am definitely the periphery friend. The majority of the time, if there isn't enough tickets or space in the car for everyone to go do something, I'm the one who gets cut out. It doesn't bother me much, but I wish they would be more mindful when talking to me about things we have done. Remember when we went to see that movie? Wasn't that fun? Well, no, because I wasn't invited. In those situations, it usually gets awkward, or they say, "Hey, we would have invited you if we had the tickets, space, etc." When my longtime friend called me and said, "Hey, can you hang out? No one else can." Your like and subscription will really help my channel.